Hello, everyone. It's a Monday morning. It's August the 19th. We are just Zooming. Literally, we are Zooming, but we are Zooming toward Florida Christian Writers Conference day one, which is is that the 16th? The 16th of October. That's the Wednesday, right? Yeah,
Yes,
we
it is.
go in on the 15th, but
We're
yes, we
easily
have to get it
confused
all
by
set up.
dates.
Yeah. Yes. So wow, we are just what, 2 months away then, right?
Yeah, almost,
Yeah.
almost today, really. A little past it.
I know. Gracious, what are we going to do? So I'm Eva Marie Everson. I'm the director of the conference, and this is my favorite sidekick. This is
Hello.
Taryn Suiters. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm the co-director, also known as the
Yes,
sidekick.
as a sidekick. Yes. So we're going to talk about just a few short little things today. One, which is probably one of the most important things we're going to talk about, is the rooming situation. As many of you know, at this point, we have shut down on-site registration. That does not mean that you cannot sign up as a commuter and stay in a local hotel or an Airbnb, et cetera. In fact, last year we had quite a few people who did that. And there was a lot of ride sharing going on. So you don't even have to worry about, but I don't have a car and that kind of thing. And especially if you stay at, I think it's the Hampton Inn. I think a lot of people stayed at the Hampton Inn, but don't worry. What the best thing you can do at this point, if you want to come, if you want to attend, is go ahead and sign up as a commuter, and then we will contact you once we know for sure about the room situation. Do we have any rooms left? Sometimes people cancel at the last minute, and then we can let you know that as well. For those of you who have been waiting for a week or almost now to know more about this, I do want to let you know that our conference manager has had the flu go through her entire family, including her 9-month-old and herself and her husband, and the 12-year-old started the whole thing. So just, give us just a little bit more time and we will have a better idea about that. But again, you can sign up as a commuter. Email us, ask us for the hotels in the area, and we'll get that to you. You want to add anything on that?
No, except that there are some lovely hotels. There's some really super cute Airbnbs in this area as well. And remember, a lot of those hotels include your breakfast. They have free Wi-Fi. They probably have better Wi-Fi than Lake Trail. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, that's for
No,
sure.
it's not. No, it's not. So yeah, you will, you'll have at the end of the day, you'll have to drive back to the hotel. And it does not include your breakfast, but as Taryn said, like the Hampton Inn, et cetera, they do provide the breakfast. If you're in an Airbnb, you can obviously, run to a supermarket. There's one not too far from us actually, and get your own food and prepare your own breakfast and that kind of thing. But everything else is included. So you don't have to worry about that. We were super surprised this year that
Oh,
our
yeah.
rooms sold out as quickly as they did,
Yep.
probably a month ahead of what they were last year.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we apologize for that. The other thing we want to talk about is one of our favorite things to talk about. Actually, there are two things
Yeah.
coming up that are our favorite things to talk about. Years ago, before I was the conference director of Florida conference, and I was teaching at different conferences. You sleep in a different bed than you're accustomed to. Sometimes you sleep in the worst beds. Sometimes the conferences are held at colleges, and you end up in a dormitory, like a bunk bed situation, or something that you could have slept on when you were 18, 19, 20, 21 that didn't bother your back. But now it's a totally different story. And then also you're hauling things back and forth, back and forth. And I remember making the comment that if ever I were the director of a conference, I would have a massage therapist with a chair, to do chair massage at the conference. And then I went to a conference one time and they actually had the chair massage set up. And I said, well, see, this is a great idea. So after the first, I think maybe year or so, we brought in a massage therapist to do chair massage just for our faculty. And the conferees were like, well, I want a massage too. And so then following year, we opened it up to everyone. So this is a service that we provide on Friday and Saturday only.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and we bring in the past we've brought in two
Mhm.
because we get so many people who want to have appointments. Kristen Churchill
Mhm.
and Leslie Tenek, I'm not
I think it's
sure.
Tenek.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Tenek,
yeah.
our two massage therapists. They set up in the main auditorium, kind of behind stage. It's nice and calm back there. So we try to keep things quiet, but you can call or email. I say no, email them to make your
Yes.
appointment. You can either make a 15-minute appointment and it's $15, or you can make a 30-minute appointment and it's $30. So it's $1 a minute.
Mhm.
And you can just say, I'd love to have a massage on, Friday afternoon
Mhm.
sometime. They will give you some options to choose from, but it's definitely worth it.
Oh, yes, it is. It is like that, just like in the midst of all the frenzy of everything that we do. It is just like that 15 or 30-minute oasis, that
Yeah,
and also because you are sleeping in a bed you're not accustomed to, and these are not cots, but they're
right.
still, it's not a bed you're accustomed to. And because you are hauling things, sometimes you're hauling your laptop or books or
Books.
whatever that you're carrying around, your shoulders start to get really tired. Let's say you drove in and just the drive itself, or you flew in, and we won't even talk about what it's like to fly these days. So there's just a lot of, the luggage, the this, the that. And this is just a service that we want to provide for you. It is wonderful. I think that the person to contact this year is going to be Leslie. Usually it's Kristen, but I think it's going to be Leslie because Kristen just informed me she's getting married. And so she's letting Leslie handle the actual appointment takings as she prepares for her wedding. And then, of course, has the wedding and the honeymoon. Oh, so
Oh, good
sweet.
for
So
her.
I
Oh,
know,
that's
I know. I'm so
awesome.
happy for her. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because we have known Kristen for years.
Yes.
And both of these young ladies have years and years of experience, and they're really, really good. So I
Yeah.
recommend that you guys
Mhm.
jump on this offer.
Yeah, and they are licensed, by the way, if you're wondering about that, they are licensed massage therapists. And so, you don't have to be concerned. They're very professional. And again, it's just a nice little interlude after everything,
Yeah.
And it might even be a good moment for you just to go in there and get a massage and think through some of the things that you've been learning over the
Yes.
last, couple of days and all of that. So
Or
uh,
sleep.
yeah, or so I know I actually may have drooled a couple of times. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
Now, so the another service that we have for you is our headshot photographer. So,
Yeah.
Taryn, let's talk about how important headshots are
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
authors.
So having a professional headshot
Mm.
is ridiculously important.
Yeah.
Um, I can't emphasize, I know Eva can't emphasize how
Mm.
important it is to have a headshot that looks like it is a profession. It was taken by
Mhm.
a professional photographer. Yes, our iPhones can do some amazing things these days, but
Mhm.
it's pretty easy to tell what's a professional shot and what is not. Um, I have, and you're going to use this photograph on your website, maybe a business card, maybe the back of a book. It's going to be
Mhm.
used over and over again. So you really want it to be really, really good quality. I have looked
Mhm.
at the back of some books and it looks like someone like turned in a
Yeah.
Polaroid. It's
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
it's them
The
sitting in their
70s.
living room. The lighting's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want a
No.
professional
Mm-mm.
shot. It is
Mhm.
worth the money. And Malcolm Yon is like one of the best
The
photographers.
best. Yeah.
I mean, probably the best in Lake County.
Yeah.
He has been I don't want to say talked about. He's been not on Oprah,
Praised.
but
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely been praised and in a
Yes,
lot of venues. Yeah. I mean, people fly him to other countries even, and
right.
we have him locally. That is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does he knows his stuff. He brings
Yeah.
all of his equipment with him.
Mhm.
You will make your appointment directly with Malcolm. His
Mhm.
information is on the website,
Mhm.
and he lets you know what the cost is and how to pay him. He will let you know what the appointments are. You can bring a a separate outfit if you want to get
Mhm.
photographed, change
Mhm.
and go back to doing your
Mhm.
classes, anything like that. Um, you then get to keep all of these photographs that he takes. He puts them on a thumb drive for you. And
And
they
then
are
you have
yours.
rights to them.
You have the
Yes.
licensing rights
Yeah.
and everything, which is a really,
Yes.
really big deal.
That's
Um,
big.
so anyway, please check out Malcolm Yon's information on our Word Weaver website under the Florida Christian Writers Conference.
Yes. Yes. And again, like Taryn said, cannot stress how important it is not only to have a headshot that you can use all the way across the board. Your website, if you write articles, they're going to need a bio and a photo,
Yep.
the back of a book, just anywhere and everywhere that, and you can also use it on your social media. In fact, I suggest that your social media photograph and the photographs that are used everywhere actually look the same. And there is either Mordecai or Sebastian. We're not
It,
sure.
it's Mordecai. He heard us talking headshots. Mordecai
Oh,
actually has had his own headshot done. Uh,
yes. By
because
Malcolm.
yes,
Yes.
by Malcolm. Malcolm came to our house and was doing headshots for us. And
Yeah.
when I stood up from my chair to go somewhere that Malcolm had directed, Mordecai sat down, and Malcolm thought that was just the best thing in the world and began snapping Mordecai's pictures. So
Yes.
he
He's a
has his own
star.
headshot, and I have to say, it's quite marvelous.
Yeah. And he has to say that too. He says,
Yeah.
oh, but he's blushing right now. He's very embarrassed.
Oh,
He's like,
you
oh,
silly boy.
mom. Yeah. Don't talk about me like that. So another thing that we do at Florida Christian Writers Conference is our own web designers come in and they set up right there at the not the registration table, but the sign-in table
Yes.
near the bookstore.
Mhm.
And you can talk to them about your website. If you're having any problems, you can talk to them about designing a website for you. We really love the work that they have done for us
Yeah.
with Word Weavers International / Florida Christian Writers Conference. And they're just so good about not only answering questions when you don't, like, I don't understand how this works, or I don't understand why I'm having this problem, maybe with your own website that you designed yourself or something. But once you're with them, they're so good about if they, if you see an issue or if they see an issue, they are
They fix
so
it.
swift
Yeah.
to make it work and make it happen. So
Very easy
very,
to
very
work with.
knowledgeable.
And
Yeah.
they're really easy to talk to
Yeah,
as
they
well. So
are.
you're a great team, and we recommend, again, if you have a book out and you don't have a website, you need one.
You should. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really important, especially when
Yes,
you're
it
trying to build that
is.
platform.
Absolutely. And another thing to note, and I think I'm finally free of this, but you also, your name, you want to hold on to your name. You want to go, even if you don't put anything up quite yet, you want to own your own name domain as a domain. Years ago, I had evamarieeverson.com and it lapsed, and I thought somebody had said to me, oh, you should maybe do like Eva Marie Everson author.com. Now, I don't know why I listened to that necessarily, because to my knowledge, there's only one Eva Marie Everson out there in the whole wide world.
Let's hope
And
so.
I know, let's definitely hope so. But I did my due diligence. I did research it, and I only saw me. That's it. And so in that little lapse, and I created the Eva Marie Everson author.com. Somebody came in and purchased evamarieeverson.com. And I think they were trying to be me, because although they kind of got a few things wrong, they said writer, journalist, political activist, which is not me. But I have my opinions, but I'm not necessarily an activist. And a lot of people got very confused. And I reached out to this person and I said, hey, is there any way that we can, like, oh, you want, the book author, Eva Marie Everson,
Right.
And she shut down any, or he, or whatever, any way to communicate.
Wow.
And so then I knew that it was somebody doing something with an ulterior motive. So I contacted GoDaddy, because they were GoDaddy. They did their due diligence and came back and said, oh, you're right. You are the only Eva Marie Everson listed in the world. So what you need to do now is trademark your name. so we can shut this person down. Well, that was going to take money and time. And so I was
Yeah.
like, eventually this person will go away. But it was like, it was several years.
Oh,
It was
gosh.
several years. And there, even one of my books, if you look in the back, it says you can find her at evamarieeverson.com. They thought it was me. This person got new bedroom furniture. They wrote about that. I don't know why that was so interesting. And they didn't write about a whole lot, but this is one of the
That's
things I
awesome.
wrote about. Yeah. And so I got all this email or text messages and phone calls from friends. I can't believe you got rid of your bedroom furniture. That belonged to your grandmother. What did you do with it? And I'm like, I didn't get rid of my bedroom
What are
furniture.
you talking about?
Even my neighbor across the street called me and she said, I didn't see a moving truck with bedroom furniture. I said, what are you talking? What is everybody talking about bedroom furniture? And then I realized, oh, everybody's, they think
Yeah.
that's me. Yeah.
That's
There wasn't a
so
photo
funny.
of me. There wasn't one of my books. There was nothing.
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh.
people assumed it was me. Yeah. So anyway, that's important too. So once again, just to recap, be patient with us on the rooming situation. But if you want to go ahead and sign up as a commuter. Number 2, sign up for those massages, 15 minutes or 30 minutes or $1 a minute. Goodness, they're worth it. And number 3, Malcolm Yon, you need a headshot. And once his schedule is full, it is full.
Yeah.
And it's always full. So keep that in mind. Don't wait until the last minute. And then
Right.
finally, we do have our celebration web design coming in. Typically they come in, I think Friday and Saturday, or sometimes maybe just Friday. Yeah. Maybe just Saturday.
Or
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, I just want
Yeah.
one of those days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just to end, if y'all look at, you're like, oh, it's too pricey for a headshot. I want to let y'all know
Mhm.
headshots last for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like you need to get one every year, although we do have some people who do because they're like, I want a fresh headshot.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to be putting your 20-year-old photo on the back of a book. You want a more modern one. So keep in mind, it's, if you take that price and you spread it out over a 3 or 4 year period, it's not a big deal.
It's not. And if you go into a professional studio, you're going to pay way more than that.
Way
And then
more.
you're going to
And
have to pay
he
for the
touches them up.
licensing. Yeah. Yeah. He'll like your favorite one, he'll touch up. So, you're happy with it. If there's any, like, oh, I have a blemish or something, he'll take that away.
Makes them go away.
Yes. It's like, it's gone. Oh, look
And
at
he'll
me.
take like 30
Oh.
shots. I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
takes it fun.
Yes. Yes.
You'll have a hard time
You will
finding your
be, you can do them inside, you can do them outside. I mean, so far we've not had any, anything where we got rained out. So that's good.
That's right.
But yeah, it's definitely worth it. All of this is worth it, or we wouldn't be bringing it in. All right.
Okay.
So that is this week's little video for you. And we will see you in about 2 months.
That's right.
Yeah. Until then, goodbye.